What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now today I'm bringing you another review from the Hiram and Solomon range of cigars. So we've got the Master Mason, the Fellow Craft and the Entered Apprentice, but there is a kind of standalone one at the moment, and it's one that I've really wanted to get my hands on. So it's Friday, I thought I'd head up to the studio, get this one out and give you guys a full review of it, because I really want you to try it, and I've not even tried it myself. So I wanted to give you a real raw review of all of the flavors that I'm going to get from this one today. It is the Hiram and Solomon Grand Architect. Now this is sticking in the similar lines of the other Robustos. It's a 5x52. Now this has got a really interesting mixture of blends in it. So I've pulled them up on the screen because I wanted to get them right. You know what I'm like? Little bit forgetful, almost goldfish-esque at times, which is a little bit of a concern, but as long as I've got them written down, I'm sure I can give them to you. So we've got a Nicaraguan Corojo wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and fillers from Paraguay and Nicaragua. Now those Nicaraguan fillers are Ligero, Esteli and Ligero, Jalapa. So you've got some real intensity and some real strength coming through with those Ligero leaves in that in the filler there. Now, I really like the design on this one. It does stand completely alone, like I said, in the other ones. This one's got a little bit more detailing on the band, and it's got a few little more intricacies. You've got the square and the scales there, the classic Mason logo. You've got Grand Architect, Hiram and Solomon, nice blue and gold. A little bit of baby blue on the band there as well. I'm an absolute sucker for a well-detailed band. I really enjoy just visually looking at them, sticking them in my journal and referring back to them, kind of thinking, oh, what did I try the other week? Or what's the guy do I fancy today? Let me have a look in my journal and see what I've enjoyed at certain times throughout the day, or with pairings or whatever. Now let's stop talking, because I can waffle on like everyone knows, but let's stop talking and let's get this one cut and lit. Let's get into the first third, see what those flavors have got to offer. Some interesting Paraguay tobaccos in there that I've not had much experience with, so I really want to see what they bring to the party and see how they counteract with that strength in there as well. You've got Corojo, you've got Ligero, definitely a power punch in this cigar, so let's see how I can deal with those, and let's see what other intricacies come out in the cigar. I hope you'll join me for the first third. See you in a second. So breaking my way into the first third on this one, this cigar kicks off with an absolute raw pepperiness comes in there. You've got the punchiness coming through of that Ligero. There's some woodier notes in there as well, which are kind of more rounded, and they make it a little bit more of a palatable balance. It's not so much of a horrendous punch that you kind of go, wow, what was that? It goes, here's this massive amount of spice, but here's this rounded woody note in the background there that just takes the edges off it, but definitely makes it a really enjoyable experience. Like I said, I'm literally less than an inch into this one, and it's definitely showed me its intentions. That Ligero leaf is coming in strong, but I think that more kind of woodier note is coming in from the Paraguay tobacco there. So it's a nice mixture of those filler leaves in there. The Corojo wrapper, giving a little bit of a saltiness on the lips, slight marine note in there as well, and that's kind of just very lightly there, and then it does last all the way through the finish. Thick plumes of smoke. I mean, I've literally only just cracked the back of this one, and the room is filling up with the really impressive bready notes in the room, which is really nice. Construction wise, I've gone for a straight cut on this one today, so a little bit of a rarity for me. I don't necessarily go for straight cuts as much as I probably should, falling into not necessarily bad habits, but consistent habits with my V cutter. It's never done me wrong, so I've always kind of gone for that. But the first cutter I grabbed to hand today was the SV, and I thought I'd go for a straight cut. So draw wise, nice and light. It's not too much resistance, not too least resistance either. So just the right amount of flow that you're getting the air coming through that cigar. And it just feels nice in the hand. It's a definitely very nicely weighted cigar, and it's got real nice intricacies. I'm just looking at the band again, that band design. The entire range just got these really intricate band designs that really stand out from the crowd. We're going to look absolutely amazing in your humidor alongside the rest of your collection, or in a standalone humidor if you go for a box as well. The boxes are quite cool. The partition of the lid stands up on the back so you can read the sign, and just really well thought out thought process behind just creating an amazing cigar, creating interesting packaging and bands and everything as well. So I'm going to sit back, take this one down a little bit further. This is quite a wide band, so the band's going to probably come off in the next 5-10 minutes, but we'll be saving that into my journal and sort of making my notes on there as well. But join me in the middle third when I bring you what flavors develop, and so far so good. Join me soon. So I'm just about bang on halfway with this one, and the ash is holding strong. In this middle third, the flavours have changed up ever so slightly. That kind of woodier note that was in there, that rounded woody note, has changed more into a nice comforting leather note. And I'm still getting those punches of flavour coming through. It's definitely a medium bodied but full strength cigar with this one. I would definitely say it's more on the full side. Specifically for my palate, it may not be for yours, but really, really beautiful flavours coming in there. Almost zingy, kind of like lemon zest in there that kind of catches you by surprise. And that's all the way through the finish. And just even further on as well, you kind of put the cigar down, I'm sort of doing some work away, and I'm still getting those zingier notes in there, that rounded leather and those punches of Ligero coming through. This is an incredibly well constructed cigar, getting beautiful stacks of white Nicaraguan, white and grey Nicaraguan ash on there as well, and that is holding pretty fast, but I am holding it over the ashtray because I know what I'm like and I'll just drop it all over myself. But I'm going to take this one down a little bit further, come back with another update for you, and then maybe another one after that. Let's see how the flavours develop, but I hope you'll join me for the mid of the final third, if that makes any sense for you. But let's put another inch into this one and see where the flavours take me. So as I made my way through the middle third of this one and got towards the start of the final third, the ash did drop off and it opened the foot up to a little bit more air and a little bit more flow. And that was brought on an introduction of a vanilla note in there. And it's kind of vanilla-y, bready, almost brioche-like. So it's quite a sweet, bready note. And it's really, really beautiful. Still getting the zing in there as well. And that strength coming through from the Ligero is consistent all the way through the cigar. Those Ligero fillers are really standing proud and making this a really interesting, medium-bodied, full-strength cigar for myself today. And I really like it. I don't tend to go for many lighter rapid cigars just out of principle, really. I tend to always go for Maduro because I like that more heavier rounded notes that you get from them. So getting this lighter, rapid, punchier notes coming through, it's been a great introduction for me into this range, and I'm hoping that we're able to bring more lines of the Hiram and Solomon cigars to you. As soon as they arrive on the UK shores, we'll be bringing to you at the best possible prices as always. But I'm going to take this one down absolutely to the nub today. Going to be a finger burner on this one because I am really enjoying it. So I hope you will join me for the final third. I've got a little bit of a teaser of some upcoming things for you as well at the end of the video, so I hope you'll join in for those. But I'm going to sit back and relax. Join me in a bit. So you know the cigar is good when I couldn't find my perfect draw, but I really wanted to get every last second out of this one today. So my Jamar pipe has come out, the cigar fitted in it perfectly, and I've been able to take this one down to almost nothing. That ash is holding proud as well. In that final third, everything just came together so harmoniously. The strength really kicked up to the full. That Ligero leaf stood proud right at the forefront of my palate. Nice bready notes in there as well. The vanilla, that kind of sweet brioche bread note is in there. Just really enjoyable cigar and unbelievably well priced. These are well under £20, and for such a well-crafted and well-thought-through cigar, it's absolutely worth a go. Now, I did say that I've got a few teasers for you, so if you head over to the website right now, we have got not one flash sale, but also a special offer on our Regis sampler. That's 18 cigars at our lowest possible price, so head over to the website to grab those. But if this cigar sounds like something you'd like to try it for yourself, the website is cigars.com. That's cgars.com. If you've liked this video, as always, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, and let me know in the comment section what cigar you'd like me to sample next. Until next time, I'm going to get even more out of this than I can. Take care of yourselves, guys. Peace.